There comes a moment where you might decide to simply disappear. No grand argument, no quest for revenge, and not even a final goodbye message. You might think that by doing this, you've simply left the game. But the truth is, you just entered the most critical phase of the female psyche. Today, we aren't talking about ghosting out of weakness or playing petty games. We are talking about what happens behind the scenes of the feminine mind. Your absence carries a secret, and once you understand it, you'll never need to explain yourself again. The shock of disruption. The first emotion that hits a woman when you suddenly vanish isn't sadness, it's confusion. She has become accustomed to your constant presence, your questions, and your constant need to justify yourself. Your sudden disappearance shatters a fixed pattern in her brain. As we discussed before, the human mind abhors an unexplained vacuum. She doesn't just ask, "Why did he leave?" She begins a deeper interrogation. What happened? Is there someone else? Did I push him too far? Did I lose my grip on him? This is where her subconscious begins to work against her, the drive for control. At this stage, her reach out isn't necessarily born of love. It's a desire to regain control. She might start rereading old chats or monitoring you from a distance, wondering if you're still hooked. For someone who relies on external validation or possesses narcissistic tendencies, their self-worth is tied to their ability to pull your strings. By vanishing, you have effectively pulled the psychological rug out from under her. The ego conflict and loss of influence. This is a stage most men completely miss. She begins to doubt herself, not you. An internal dialogue starts. Did he see through me? Did he figure out my games? Did he decide to walk away before I could discard him? This absence strikes at the image she has built for herself. She begins to link your disappearance to her value as a woman. This generates a silent rage and compulsive curiosity to prove she is still desirable. This quiet breaking isn't more regret. It's the regret of losing influence. Her subconscious reaches one conclusion. If he left and didn't look back, I was never the center of his universe. The trap of the return. If you return too early during this phase, you lose everything. The psychological cycle must complete itself. If she reaches out now, she isn't looking for love. She is looking to repair her ego, to prove to herself that she still has power over you. However, if you eventually return with calm, steady energy, without blame, without long explanations, and without seeking sympathy, you are transformed in her eyes into a man of the highest perceived value, minimal emotional neediness, zero predictability, the intention behind the absence. The feminine mind senses the intention before the action. If you vanish to punish or test her, you will lose, because you're still emotionally tethered to her reaction. But if you vanish to protect your own dignity, without waiting for an apology, the energy shifts entirely. A woman isn't attracted to the disappearance itself. She is attracted to the calm that follows it. Your silent message is, "I am perfectly fine without you." That is the most dangerous message she can receive. The shocking psychological truth. A woman doesn't truly miss a man until she is absolutely certain that he does not need her. Neediness kills mystery. It kills value. It kills desire. If she returns and you immediately start vent calling, blaming, or justifying her absence, you've destroyed the foundation you built. But if you remain calm, brief, and slightly unavailable, you haven't just won the round. You've flipped the power dynamic forever. Summary: a successful disappearance isn't the one that makes her chase you. It's the one that reaches a point where you no longer feel the need to be chased. When is returning an unforgivable mistake? When you go back while you're still hurting, or when you're still waiting for her to give you an explanation? The right return only happens when you've reached a level of balance where her presence or her absence no longer dictates your internal peace.